Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome to something completely new. So this was a mod that I'd been tempted to see about making for ages. We just didn't know really how to until recently. So welcome to the Doki Doki Summer of Love Chronicles Volume 1, which is going to be, well, obviously we shortened it here because that's a long title, but this is something that I'm hoping we can kind of keep doing since I have a lot of ideas in mind for this. But anyway, here we go. Summer of Love Volume 1 is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated in any way with Team Salvato. Designed to be played after the official game, because it has spoilers. You need the game files. It can be downloaded here or on Steam. Don't do that. And then you agree that you've completed, and you accept any spoilers contained within. And I agree with the fish thing! I made that. Okay. So, I did make a swimsuit for Akane, however, though. I guess minor spoiler before we head in. We're not going to see a whole lot of that swimsuit in this mod. But anyway. Let us get started here. And here we are.
Oh, why hello there, players. When the moon rises in the sky, a night full of drama, passion, and the bizarre often awaits for you. Good evening and welcome to the show. I'm the Mistress of Forlorn, Akane Kotobuki, also known as the Black Rose. I'm here on behalf of the gentlemen of Team Traitor, as they aren't able to greet you themselves.
Unless you're watching this video, in which case, hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here. Lead dev and writer behind Team Traitor.
I'll be your guide for the night ahead of us full of twists, turns, and love. So tell me, players, what do you think of this summer?
Or, well, yeah, what do you think of summer?
Some don't look at the hot weather it brings all that fondly.
I don't, for sure.
Some look forward to it as a time of admiring beautiful women in swimsuits. Some look forward to it as a time of vacation, rest, and relaxation. For me personally, I like to think of it as a season of opportunity. I'd honestly say it's the perfect time to fall in love. I can't totally explain, but there's always been something in the air for me when summer rolls around.
Summer lovin', having a blast. Summer lovin' happens so fast. Okay, no. Well, she'll tell you what song this is named after.
It's also the perfect time to take a chance, be adventurous, and seize the day.
Carpe diem.
Tonight's special feature is a compilation of a few short stories written by ArdrethShadow that explore the topic of summer romances.
Yup.
Stories where you have a young man get out of his comfort zone and do something out of the norm. Something a little crazy. Something a little wild. Something different. Something I think most guys would be afraid of and take the plunge.
Yup. And there it is.
Named after the...
Dang it.
Named after the Cascada song Summer of Love, ArdrethShadow took a few loose ideas he wasn't sure what to do with, and tasked himself with making them into some cute love stories in the same fashion as Doki Doki Carpe Diem Somnium.
So, yeah, basically, these are all ideas I had where I wasn't sure how in the world I could make them into full mods, but I still wanted to do something, so you might say that this mod is basically me taking some writing exercises I did, and then me and Nightmare Ninja basically turning it into a playable mod, specifically with 3 different stories. And if you are familiar with Carpe Diem Somnium, then you'll kind of know what it is that you're in for, since it sort of follows that format. But don't worry, there's not going to be some kind of crazy twist at the end where it's like, OMG, it's a dream! So, no. Because I know a lot of people didn't like that, so...
For your viewing, we have 3 of them to present today, each centered around a different Daniel and a different girl. If this works out, ArdrethShadow has considered making this into something of a recurring mini-series, with the aim of giving the spotlight to a different girl.
So, yeah. I have some ideas in mind for Volume 2 already. But we'll see whenever I can get to those, since, you know, we have other things in the pipeline.
Who knows? The next girl featured could be a certain adorable grumpy tsundere, or a refined yet soft-spoken intellectual who radiates natural beauty. It could also be the cousin of said intellectual, who conducts herself with grace and confidence.
So, Kotonoa. Which I did have something in mind for her. But it's just a very loose idea right now, and I have to figure out, okay, how the heck do I make this work? Beyond just an idea and maybe a few sentences.
Anyway, why don't we get on with the show? I bet you're all just dying to see what's in store for you all. I'll catch you later, my forlorn hearts.
Okay. So, for your viewing pleasure, we have Kiyomi's story. So, Kiyomi Sato, if you're familiar with the OC by Stormblaze. Momoko's story, who is a brand new OC from us. And Sayori's story, which was something that I kind of played around with. I guess sort of as... Well, again, like, most of these are sort of like writing exercises. And just ideas that I don't know what to do with, and I'm not sure how they'd work as full mods, so, like... You can think of it as like a sort of slice of life sort of scenario here. Well, let's go ahead and just head on down the line here. This one is probably going to be like one of the most different in terms of how I write the MC. You'll see what I mean. Summer's here, and I can't think of a better way to spend it. I mean, considering I'm spending a few weeks at my parents' vacation home, why not? Except right now I'm not too sure what to do. I thought about bringing along my trusty surfboard, but felt like packing light and kind of forgot. Once I realized, I told myself I didn't need it, and I'd find something else to do. Yeah, kind of regretting that now. Sure, I could go rent one, but then that's money I'm out thanks to my blunder. So, yeah. Kind of different compared to how I write him already. Then again, would I even do any surfing? I haven't been feeling like myself lately after a bit of a recent breakup. Huh. Maybe that's why my parents suggested I take this trip in the first place. Just to get out and take my mind off everything. And here we are. I survey the vast open space in front of me, making note of a lot of the beachgoers present. Not too far away, I spot a few girls playing volleyball. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be looking over in that direction too long. I'd rather not get accused of being some womanizer or pervert. We already have someone who fills both those roles named Joichiro Urameshi back home. Which, another one of our OCs. Dang it, what do I do though? Forgetting something that's a part of a hobby you like. Yeah, big brain move on my part. Way to go, Kenobi. Maybe I'll try building a sandcastle? Haven't done something like that in ages. Probably not since Sayori and I were kids. Eh. As I sit down and begin to get some sand together, I'm startled when a volleyball suddenly lands in front of me. What the? I look over where the girls were playing volleyball, just to see they don't have a volleyball anymore. Oops. Well, there are going to be like a few little mistakes here. Sorry about that in advance. I can already tell you right now, there's one in Momoko's story that I caught only after we released it. So... in fact, it kind of looks like they're getting on that cute blonde's case over there. I pick up the ball and get to my feet. As I'm heading over, I can sort of pick up on what they're saying.
I said I was sorry, alright? See, this is why I'm not on the volleyball team. I'll go get it, okay? BRB.
I'm kind of limited in the female character voices I can give, so forgive me on that front as well. I stop in my tracks when the blonde girl locks eyes with me. She smiles and heads over to me.
Hey there.
Hey.
Sorry about that.
It's no problem.
You didn't get hit with the ball, did you?
No, but my sandcastle wasn't so lucky.
Oh no. I'm like totally sorry about that.
I was barely getting started, so it was no major loss. Nothing of value was lost that day. Sort of.
Well, that's a relief.
Anyway, I think you'll be needing this.
Thanks so much. Again, sorry about all that.
Don't sweat it. The girl gives me an apologetic smile that melts my heart as I hand the volleyball over to her. I can't help but feel my face get a little warm as she does that. She doesn't say another word as she bounds back over to the rest of her friends. Okay. Yeah. Oops. A little click happy there.
Okay, it's my serve, right?
Come to think of it, didn't Monica also play volleyball? Well, not for our school, but for fun. Destiny Tenshoin was the school volleyball star, who is another one of our OCs that we've been kind of building up since the original Night Nurse, and we're hoping to feature very, very soon. If either of them were here, maybe they could give her some pointers. So yeah, I guess in case you don't realize it, we're in a whole different area, meeting a bunch of different characters who do not go to the same school. As I'm walking along, I feel something hit the back of my head. Ah, what in the... I turn around and I'm met with a familiar sight. Huh. Looks like we meet again. I reach down and pick up the volleyball.
I'll go get it.
As I hold the volleyball under my arm, the blonde girl bounds back over to me, looking super embarrassed once again.
Hey again. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't hit you too hard, it didn't hit you too hard, did it?
No, not really.
OMG, I'm so ashamed of myself I could die right now. I can't believe you had to see all that. And feel it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? You mean whatever serve you did back there?
Yeah.
Grumpy. Oh, and then also, some bit of useless trivia. She's not wearing her usual swimsuit, this was an alternate one I made. Because she was actually going to be a lifeguard for the summer in in a mod that we initially had in the works but discontinued. So, I basically just decided to make this free to use, considering Kiyomi herself is free to use, and then, like, yeah, we're basically seeing it get new life in one of our mods in a different way.
Yeah. I wish I could say I planned on accidentally serving the ball backwards, but no. That was just me being all clumsy.
Oh, hello. Before I can say anything, she goes over to inspect the back of my head. Oh boy. She's super close right now, and I'm getting super warm again. Considering how sincere she's being, I can't be angry at her. And how could you be angry at this face? I never was, to begin with. I need to defuse the situation here. Hey, I'm not mad or anything. Like I said, it's like I said, don't sweat it. You are the sweetest for being so understanding, but I still feel awful. If you got a beach umbrella, I feel like you'd be better off using it like a shield. Maybe have it angled all low so you're, like, protected from my awful serves. Yeah, but then I need that to protect me from the sun. I can go ahead and move if you'd like. No. Don't move. If anybody should be moving, it's us. You were here before us, so it's only fair. We came around and turned this spot into, like, some kind of battlefield. Maybe, but you're all here, and I don't want to interrupt you guys. The logic here being, like, it's one person versus a group. Like, what would be easier? No, please, don't move. Otherwise I'm gonna feel even worse than I already do. I never meant to turn you into target practice, and... Alright, I'll stay where I am. Only because I don't want you feeling bad over something silly like this. It's not silly to me. After all, you're here on vacation, right? Yeah, Wait, how did you know? I'm going to read your thoughts! Am I hallucinating? Okay, no. I've lived here my whole life. I know everybody here. Ah, alright. I was almost here thinking you could see into my mind or something. You can see into my mind? No. Fuck. Okay, well, anyway. Nope. I guess I was kind of quoting that video here, sort of. But that'd be so cool. Anyway, I think I've got an idea. Why don't I just do us all a favor and stop playing? Okay, now you're gonna make me feel bad. I don't want to interrupt you when you're all having fun. Well, you're like half right. Most of us are having fun. I'm not, since I'm such a klutz at this. Before I can object or say anything else, she takes the ball from under my arm and heads back over to her group of friends. Hey guys, I'm taking a break, okay? She tosses the ball to a girl with blue hair and sets her sights back on me. I'm not sure how to react, so I just stay where I'm at as she runs back over to me. Gosh, I'm so terrible at volleyball. I know my friends are being super nice and trying to help me get better, but let's be real here. Not even the volleyball gods can help me get better. Besides, I don't want to disappoint them more than I already have. Oh, don't say that. I'm sure they don't feel that way about you at all. Every time I miss the ball, my friend Haruna just gives me an annoyed sigh and rolls her eyes at me. That's not so nice on her part. Yeah, she gives me these... She gives me these disappointed dad vibes when she does that. Then how good is she if she's acting all high and mighty? She was co-captain of our school's volleyball team. You know, before we graduated. And then there's our actual Captain Himari, who's the one in that cute purple bikini over there. She points out Himari to me and... Hello. I guess it makes sense a beautiful girl would be friends with a bunch of other beautiful girls. And that's the only bit of screen time Himari gets in this mod. Well, anyway. Yeah, I wasn't even sure. It was Nightmare Ninja who kind of suggested that, and I'm like, okay, sure, we'll just do that. Give her, like, a very brief cameo. Anyway. Between the both of them, they can get pretty competitive. At least Himari's a sweetheart and doesn't get all huffy at me. I'm, like, so super sorry I hit you, though. A bunch of times. It only happened twice. You didn't hit me. The volleyball did.
The volleyball did? Maybe on a technicality, but alright.
Besides, it's not like you were gunning for me or anything. I play to win, sweetheart, and this time, I'm gunning for you. Okay, well, anyway. Now, if you were like Momoko, the girl who was volleyball co-captain at my school, that'd be a different story. Another one of our OCs. Oh, well. Okay, I already mentioned she is in this mod, but yeah, not in this story, though.
What? Why?
She'd be finding ways to have the ball accidentally hit me. It'd be like her Christmas if she managed to get as many hits on me as possible. Hits in on me as possible. Nah.
Wow, who stepped in her cornflakes?
You know what they say about stepping in someone's cornflakes? It's a very weird way to eat cornflakes. Anyway. No idea, but if I met them, I'd have a few words for them.
Anyway, how about I make it up to you? There's this really sweet place... there's a really sweet place on up the road that's got over 41 flavors. You interested?
Oh, I just realized. So, in case you didn't get it, it's supposed to be an ice cream shop. I don't know. Did I? Yeah, I guess I totally missed putting... There's this ice cream place. Oh, well.
My treat.
What? You don't have to do that.
Yes, I do.
Because she's being grumpy. I guess real talk, though, like... When Stormblaze introduced her, like... God, when was that? Like, back in 2022, so damn near 3 years ago. I immediately just adored her design, and I was kind of here like... I really want to include her in a mod. I just didn't know how to do it. It was like... I kind of... Well... I can explain a bit later, but... Like... She gave me these certain vibes where I was here like... Yeah, I think she would be a very fun character to write. And I'd really like to, you know, try using her more. Lo and behold, though, we haven't been able to use her until now. But hey, better late than never. And besides, just look at her being cute and grumpy.
You were, like, unfairly used as target practice and I feel bad. You were just minding your business.
Grumpy. Well, I think she's kind of going overboard with the whole thing. I feel bad for turning her down, especially when she looks so sincere and apologetic. And grumpy. Well, you drive a hard bargain, but if you put it that way, who am I to refuse?
Yay! You won't regret it. Trust me on this. Oh, like, where even are my manners? Here I am talking your ears off and you don't even know my name.
Unless we read this.
I'm Kiyomi Sato.
Nice to meet you. I'm Daniel Sakamoto.
Great! Great! I'll grab my stuff!
No. No.
Now I can put a name to the face. Shall we get going?
Oh, wait, what about my stuff? Or what about my stuff? I don't think I intentionally did that. It's like great and stuff.
Great! I'll grab my stuff!
Well, I don't know. I don't think so. I think that was just a very unfortunate coincidence.
Oh, don't worry. My friends can keep an eye on it all for you.
Well, alright. Let me just get my shoes and we can get going.
Alright. Since we're going up the road, I might as well too.
Okay, I'll wait here for you.
Okay, sweet. BRB, okay?
I watched Kiyomi as she bounced over to a spot with 4 towels and some umbrellas. Thinking back, I used to have a lot of issues talking to pretty girls like her, but considering who I had with me in the literature club, I figured I unknowingly adapted. You just got used to it over time. I mean, how else would I have managed to date Aiko? Which you may or may not be familiar with if you've played our mods. Well, before I had to break up with her, of course. It's not long before Kiyomi runs back over to me with a small bag around her shoulder. Imagination, use it. Has anyone told you that you've got the makings of a lifeguard in you?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. I thought about doing that part-time, but nah.
Ah, well. Although I get the feeling there'd be a lot of guys out there hoping to get rescued by you. Did I say that part out loud? Yes, you did. And yeah, reference to the discontinued mod where, yeah, she would have been a part-time lifeguard for the summer. With this exact same swimsuit. Well, looks like that awkward part of me hasn't changed a bit. Kiyomi blushes a bit and laughs, turning away slightly. Okay, that's another typo. Yeesh. Anyway, you all set? Grumpy.
Totally. Sorry if this seems totally random for you.
Not at all.
Okay, great. It's just a warning, considering my friends get on my case for being so random sometimes.
I know we haven't known each other for more than 10 minutes. Lies! I've been recording for a little over 20 minutes with this story. But that's not the vibe I get. I mean, random isn't a word I'd use to describe you.
Oh, really? Then what words would you use?
The beckoning look. Jeez. It's like Kiyomi knows what she's doing. Beautiful, cute, messing with my mind. I can go on, but I'd better choose my words carefully and not make myself look like an idiot. As I head back over to my beach blanket and umbrella for my shoes, I give her my answer. Well, for one thing, you're being really sincere. And you've been super nice to me ever since we started talking.
And you're super sweet and totes understanding.
My face feels warm once again, especially with the smile she gave me as she said that.
Anyway, since you're not from around here, would you like a guide?
Sure, why not? Where can I find one?
You're looking right at her.
Wait, are you sure?
Absolutely. It's like I said, I've lived here since forever, so I know this place like you can't imagine.
Oh no, I'm not doubting you. I don't want to add more to your plate, or anything, that's all. Okay, God. Yeah, I guess I'm gripping the mouse and just accidentally... Anyway.
Oh, hush, you're not. Besides, I don't mind being your guide. And it also means we get to keep talking.
Hopefully I can handle it. Kiyomi is like the picture definition of a beautiful beach girl. If she was a master at surfing, I think it'd be safe to say she'd be my dream girl. But I'm not going to tell her that and make her think I'm crazy. Not when she's being super nice. Some guys take being nice as an invitation for flirting, but I'm not one of them. Okay, here we are.
So have you tried anything from the little shops up the street?
Actually, no, I haven't.
There's so much stuff to try, especially with the ice cream. I made it my life's mission to try out every ice cream flavor they've got over there.
Huh. How far have you gotten?
So far, I've only tried maybe between 27 to 31-ish. Kind of.
Hey, at least you're over halfway there.
Well, yeah, but considering I've lived here my whole life, that's actually pretty weak.
Get good, Okay, well...
Sure, I'm getting there, but I need to try harder. They've got flavors over there that I've never even heard of.
I'm almost tempted to see if I can bring Sayori with me the next time around. I'm sure she'd love this place just from the way you're talking about it. Her expression drops a little at the mention of Sayori's name.
Is Sayori like your girlfriend or something?
What? No, it's nothing like that. She's my best friend. Although I did get teased a lot in junior high that we looked like a couple. Not to mention she's already got a boyfriend back home. So yeah, in this universe, MC and Sayori do not end up together, and she does kind of find somebody. And Kiyomi is obviously feeling a bit better about it. And I did have a girlfriend named Aiko, who I broke up with after I found out she was seeing other guys on the side.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I got a little ahead of you there.
No, you're good. And it's like I said, you're not the first person to make that mistake. Yeah, that silly misunderstanding started off in elementary school, only for it to persist through most of high school. It wasn't until Sayori officially got a boyfriend that people kinda stopped being weird about it. The girls of the literature club and music club were probably the only ones who understood. So, Mio and Kotonoa, even though they're not mentioned by name, at least. So is there a reason you haven't tried all the flavors they've got over there?
I'm a little embarrassed, but I completely fell in love with the cotton candy flavor. Every time I think of ordering a new flavor, I always go back to cotton candy.
Ah, that good then?
Like, yeah, it totally is. Maybe you should try it with me.
Maybe. I'll have to see what they've got before I fully commit, though.
True. Variety is the spice of life, right?
Yeah, I can't argue with that. The only thing I can't argue with is that life isn't like a bowl of cherries.
Huh?
I don't know who said it, but there's this saying about how life is like a bowl of cherries. It's not. And, well, some useless trivia. A friend of mine, like, when I just jokingly said life is like a bowl of cherries, he basically went... Well, he didn't go off on me, but he was talking about how, like, yeah, it's totally not, and that's a goddamn lie, and whatever. So I guess I was just kind of thinking about that for this. I'd like to have a talk with whoever said that so I can convince them otherwise. Which is a nicer way of repeating what my friend said back in the day.
Oh, right, I think I heard one of my old teachers say that. Have you ever been surfing?
My ears perk up when she asks that. I do a bit in my off time, but I haven't had the chance to here. Totally not telling her I left my board at home like a doofus.
Then you are going to love it here. This beach is, like, perfect for surfing. Especially around the summer, we get a lot of nice waves coming in. If you get here super early, you might even see dolphins swimming by.
Oh, really? I sort of wake up late, so I guess that explains that.
I used to see them when I was little. I'm kind of not a morning person either, so it's been a while. I think the last time I saw one was, like, maybe during my first year? My god, it almost feels like yesterday, but, like... it doesn't feel like it.
From the way you're talking, you just graduated, right?
Yep. Just last month.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually here on vacation at my parents' summer home. I thought about inviting some of my friends from a club I was part of, but they all kind of had plans.
Understandable.
No words are exchanged as we continue along the little pathway up. My mind is marveling at how Kiyomi is like this beautiful beach queen with a sweet girl next door kind of personality. Geez, I hope I don't make a total fool of myself in front of her, knowing my luck. Beautiful girls tend to do that to me, even to this day. I had a ton of trouble talking to Monica during my first few weeks in the literature club. You would be stumbling on your words and totally flubbing up your sentences, and then she'd be giggling and laughing at you, and you'd be like, I look like an idiot now. I might be better now, but it's my social awkwardness that's still the problem. Just look at that view.
Well, here we are. Looks like we got here just in time before the big rush.
Damn, the view up... oh, no, I had it. Damn, the view up here's nice. Yep, as I pointed out like 5 seconds ago.
Totally is. They couldn't have picked a better spot to have some of these shops. At least when it's summer.
Why? What happens during the other seasons? It's the end of the world! Okay, no.
When it's winter, all these shops are closed, save for a few. And those are only open on the weekends, which kind of bites. Then again, I guess most people wouldn't want to go out for ice cream when it's already freezing outside.
I want to feel extra cold. Yeah, it'd be like drinking hot coffee when it's a scorcher outside.
Yeah, and I get that. Still, it's kind of sad when you pass by here and nothing's open.
Okay, at least I read that in time. See.
It's like super eerie and mysterious without all the people here. It's not all bad though. You can still soak in this stellar view no matter what season or time it is.
Now I'm kind of tempted to see what it's like, just out of curiosity.
Then you'll totally have to come back in the winter to see it for yourself.
So, how often do you come out here?
In the summer? Like, almost every day. Since it's usually super hot by this time, my friends and I usually come out here in the evenings.
Ah, okay. And assuming volleyball isn't the only thing here, what do you all do?
We might hit up some of these places for food. We might stick around and watch the sunset. We might go out for a nice swim. Just not in that order.
Yeah, I'd be a little concerned if that was exactly what you did.
On the weekends, though, we typically spend the whole day here. So, pretty much like right now. If you live by the beach, why not make every moment count, right?
No, I hear you.
The only reason I say that is because we've got visitors who enjoy it here. We've got residents who don't even leave the house to enjoy it.
Oh, okay, I read that wrong.
The only reason I say that is because, while we've got visitors who enjoy it here, we've got residents who don't even leave the house to enjoy it.
Really?
No lie. No lie. That's why I'm here like... Why even bother living here if you're not going to enjoy everything this place has to offer? It's like... You're living next to one of the most beautiful beaches ever, yet you're not even going to enjoy it? Sorry, I've always loved it here since I was little. I don't want to take anything for granted, you know?
As we head for the ice cream place, a kid with his dad are passing by. And the kid doesn't look very happy.
But I don't want pistachio ice cream!
Then why did you ask for it? Kids, what are you going to do? Or what are you going to do? Oh geez, I didn't realize we were already ordering.
Cotton candy in a cone, please. What about you?
Probably because it's on my mind now thanks to that kid. I'll take pistachio in a cone.
Huh. Don't think I've ever tried pistachio before.
Neither have I.
What? I admire your adventurous spirit.
I've had pistachio muffins from my friend Natsuki, but not the ice cream flavor. So I guess I'm not a total stranger. The guy at the counter gives us our cones after Kiyomi pays up. Wait.
My treat, remember? It's fine, no biggie.
Alright.
Thank you.
She smiles sweetly at the guy before turning to head back down the way we came. Thanks. I try to follow Kiyomi's example as I catch up to her. Eventually, we stop at a place with some benches.
Try and let me know how it tastes. If you like it, who knows? Maybe I'll try it the next time I'm here.
I eagerly hold my cone and begin licking away at the ice cream. It's definitely a different experience from eating Natsuki's muffins, but I have to say, this is pretty good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Kiyomi
trails off a bit as she looks at me a little shyly.
Would it be okay if would it be okay...
Damn it.
Would it be okay if I had a taste?
Oh boy. Okay, don't think about it too much. I know it'd technically be an indirect kiss if you taste the same ice cream, but... Well, putting my feelings for my new summer crush aside... Hard to turn you down when you ask so politely.
Alright.
I hold the cone over to her and she gingerly takes a taste.
You're right. That is good. Although, I've still got to give it to the cotton candy, though.
Fair enough.
Well, go on. Try it. See for yourself.
Double ooh boy. Well, this'll definitely be quite the story I bring back when I'm home. My face feels a bit warm as she holds out her cone to return the favor. You sure it's okay?
Yeah? Go ahead. Just don't have the whole thing.
Yeah, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. Well, looks like either way we're going to have two sorts of indirect kisses together. I gingerly take a taste of her cotton candy scoop, and... Oh, wow.
See? Told you it was good.
Yeah, I can see why you keep going back to it every time.
Nothing can beat cotton candy for me, hands down. Considering all the flavors I've tried, I think I'm a qualified ice cream flavor expert. Wanna just sit at the benches and stretch our legs?
Yeah, I'll be right there. I'm going to be sitting pretty close to a very beautiful girl. Okay, you've done a good job so far, so don't mess this up. As I sit down, Kiyomi sighs to herself. On another note, I totally love this track we picked here.
Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful view here. Can you see all the boats out there? Over there, just off the horizon.
Again, imagination, use it. Oh, now I see them. I guess they're so far and all.
It might sound a little silly, but I like watching them. Something about them sailing is kind of...
mesmerizing.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't think that sounds silly at all.
Well, then maybe this next one might. Ever since I was little, I've always thought about what it'd be like to live on a boat. I kind of want to try that someday.
That doesn't sound silly to me either. If it's a dream of yours, then no way is it ever silly or ridiculous, or whatever people say.
Just thinking about sailing off somewhere and seeing the world. No planning, no maps, none of that. Just letting the direction of the wind be my guide.
Wow, that's very poetic, Kiyomi. I get the feeling my friend Momoko would have wanted to recruit you for our literature club if she heard that. Which again, I'm still trying to see, like, how can I use Kiyomi in mods more? This was one of the easiest ways to just separate her from the actual school.
My teachers in elementary school used to tell me that I was a big dreamer, so I guess that's why I'm so passionate. I mean, have you ever thought about what it'd be like to leave everything behind? Just to unplug from the world and take in all the sights and sounds out here near the ocean?
I'd be lying if I said I hadn't before. That was sort of why when my mom asked me if I wanted to hang out here, well, I took her up on that offer.
Oh. I guess you just needed to escape from your everyday life for a little while. I guess you needed to escape from your everyday life for a little while?
Yeah, kind of. And to escape from bad memories from high school while I'm at it. Specifically, bad memories of someone.
Everybody needs a vacation once in a while, so I can respect that. You'd be surprised at what a change in scenery can do for you.
Yeah, it can make a world of difference. One time we went on vacation, we thought we were in for sunshine. We got nothing but rain and it was super depressing. Which did happen to me. Yeah, we went... Well, this was part of a school trip, right? So we went somewhere, and the whole time we were there, it was just gloomy, gray clouds in the sky, and there was rain every once in a while, and it just felt so depressing. Which is why, like, when we finally made it back to our hometown, I actually felt better, because I'm like, okay, good. I don't have to be there anymore and feel all the depressing weather. Like, that was just like, jeez.
Lucky for you, there's no chance of rain for the next couple of weeks. So I take it you've had a good trip so far?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a bit limited back home, so this is a nice change of pace. What?
Oh, nothing. I just like hearing what people think whenever they're hanging out here, that's all. It's just interesting getting to know what a visitor thinks and all.
If there's anything I'm not a fan of, I guess, it's this kind of salty feeling in the air. I don't know how else to put it.
I'm guessing you live closer inland?
Yeah.
Hey, no, it's not like I'm offended or anything. Probably since I'm so used to things here, I never noticed or thought about it before. I guess it doesn't help that we've had a few windy days here and there, too.
Oh, that's true. Maybe that's why I'm really feeling it. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm really feeling it!
Okay, well, there's two memes for you. When I used to come here with my parents, it never felt that way. Anyway, if we ignore all that, I really do like it here. Even though I'm a visitor, everybody's been pretty nice to me since I got here.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'd like to say we're a friendly bunch. And considering we're like such a small community, everybody knows each other.
That's the sort of vibe I've been getting. Maybe that's why I've almost felt at home here.
I'm glad to hear it. If we ignore me using for target practice earlier, I'd like to hope you're including me in that.
Absolutely. Yeah, if we ignore that, you've been, like, super friendly to me.
Golden rule, right?
Definitely. Glad to know it's not totally forgotten somewhere. And if we ignore how bad you are at volleyball...
Hey!
I don't know what came over me, but I think I surprised us both with what I say next to her. You're also, like, one of the cutest girls here. Kiyomi's cheeks go beet red when I say that.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? Sorry, I didn't mean to... The cutest, huh? Okay, I can accept that, especially coming from you. Hey, do you want to know something?
Okay.
I might be a believer in the golden rule, and I might be super friendly, but... I'm not usually this friendly with just anyone.
No?
Well, no, I don't mean it like I'm out here being a mega bitch to people. I mean that I just don't treat strangers to ice cream, for one thing.
Take that, Momoko. So you've never...
Nope, you're the first stranger I have ever done this for.
Oh. Whether she knows it or not, with how warm my face is feeling right now, I think Kiyomi's getting some bit of payback for me flustering her.
How long were you planning on staying here?
Well, I'm actually going to be heading back home next Wednesday.
Oh, that's too bad. I was going to ask if you wanted to hang out with my friends next weekend.
I'm sorry, Kiyomi.
Hey, it's not your fault. You didn't know what'd be happening later. I guess there's always next time, right?
She says it's alright, but I can hear the disappointment in her voice. Obviously, she's not mad at you, but she does obviously feel kind of heartbroken. She's right. It's not like I had plans for meeting and falling for a cute girl on the beach factored in, but then... Yeah. After all, I have to come back in the winter, right?
Right. You can't skip out on that. Besides, you just have to come back. There's no way you'll get to try all 41 flavors of ice cream otherwise.
It might take some bit of convincing, but I'm sure my parents will eventually give in. And considering how excited she sounded about showing me around, I don't want to break her heart. When Kiyomi gets up from the bench, I follow after her. She reaches into her bag, looking for something. Eventually, she pulls out a small seashell.
Here. For you. I found it on the beach earlier while my friends were setting things up for volleyball. I thought about keeping it with the rest of the shells I've got at home, but I think you should keep it. Something to remember me by.
Kiyomi, thank you.
You're welcome.
As I take the shell in my hand, I look back over to Kiyomi. The way she said that before. Something to remember me by. I'm not going to forget you, Kiyomi. Ever. I mean that. I want to come back here. I want to see you again. Please, don't think this is goodbye or anything. If my travel plans weren't already set up, I'd stay the whole summer here with you.
Daniel.
Getting to spend time with you here, it makes me wish we'd gotten to meet sooner. But I promise I'll be back. Even if it wasn't for a super long time, I know I'll never forget you, Kiyomi. Don't even think for a minute you'll ever slip my mind. If I'm being honest, the whole time we've been talking, my heart's been beating so fast, and I don't know when I did it, but I only now realize at some point I took one of Kiyomi's hands in mine. Her hand feels so soft, warm, and delicate as I hold on to it. I want to see you again, Kiyomi Sato. I truly mean that. Kiyomi looks at me completely flustered and without any words to speak. All we can do is stand there in silence, looking into each other's eyes as our faces draw closer to each other. It isn't long before our lips meet and I hold her close to me. In that moment, the world fades away and the only thing that matters right now is us. When she pulls away from me, she giggles a little nervously before looking into my eyes again.
You've still got at least 3 days before you have to leave. Why don't we make the most of it?
Yeah, definitely.
How does tonight sound? Or is that, like, too soon?
I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, I'm not the kind of girl that likes wasting time. It's like I said, gotta make every moment count. We can either meet up on the beach again, or maybe up here. We can get something to eat, or go for an evening swim.
Yeah, I'd like that.
It's a date, then.
Officially. Kiyomi catches me off guard as she kisses me again before breaking away. Except now she has my hand in hers.
Shall we head back? My friends might be wondering where we're at.
Oh, right.
Since we'll be seeing a lot of each other in the next few days, I can introduce you to them.
Sure, why not?
Awesome. Alright, let's head back to the beach.
I squeeze Kiyomi's hand softly as we walk back to the beach together. Looking back at how she acted around me, I should have guessed she was crushing on me as much as I was on her. Still, I can be oblivious sometimes, even now. I'm not sure how things will work out, but I'm sure we'll figure out something. After all, everything I told her came from the bottom of my heart. I get the feeling that this is more than just some random summer fling, just from the way she looks at me. Huh. I guess that's what that blonde singer chick from that old song meant about a summer of love. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the future has in store for us. For now, though, I just need to make every moment with her count. And here we are again.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you again. So how did you feel about the show? For the longest time, ArdrethShadow's been wanting to write some kind of story for Kiyomi, but wasn't sure how exactly.
So yeah, I guess I'll just let Akane explain and then I'll fill in the blanks.
For those who don't know, while I might be Team Traitor's first official OC and the de facto team mascot, I wasn't the first OC to be created initially. That honor belongs to a bubbly blue-eyed blonde named Megan, who ArdrethShadow based off a singer he used to have a crush on as a bit of a joke.
Yeah. So Megan, essentially, as silly as it sounds, like, yeah, I basically just did that as a bit of a joke. Like, she started off as, like, kind of a random passing joke among, like, an inside joke between us. And then I did kind of consider, like, you know, considering how many times we just mention her as a bit of a throwaway joke, why not actually try to make her? And, like, I even came up with concept art for her and everything, sort of based on the singer that she's based on. But, yeah, unfortunately it just never really happened, as she's gonna explain.
However, despite Megan being planned to show up in a lot of early mods, it just wasn't meant to be. When Stormblaze76 introduced the Kiyomi character around the same time Megan was officially considered lost, ArdrethShadow saw an opportunity. So although my spiritual sister Megan never came to exist, a part of her lives on through his incarnation of Kiyomi.
So that same sort of bubbly, blue-eyed, blonde-ish energy, you know, that cheerful, upbeat, sort of friendly, infectious energy. That is more or less how I would have written Megan had she actually been made.
To show how fun and bubbly she can be, a nice beach setting was chosen in which Daniel was a visitor. And in a sense, almost like a perfect match for her. Both enjoy being out on the beach, being active, and exploring the world around them. A bit of a far cry from how ArdrethShadow typically writes these pro tags.
Yes, which, if you've played our other mods, then yeah, this version of MC is definitely a bit different in that respect. He's not so much of a shut-in, introvert kind of person.
The main point being that no matter where you are or where you're at...
Oops, I read that wrong.
The main point being that no matter who you are or where you're at, love will find you in a time and place you least expect it. Whether it's a summer fling that could blossom into something wonderful, or a chance encounter with that sun-kissed beach beauty you've admired from afar. Love can take on many forms in the summer. The art of storytelling is kind of amazing that way, wouldn't you say? Well, that's all for now. Until we meet again, my little forlorn hearts at home, stay golden. And remember that the moonlight is a messenger of love.
Alright. So once you complete one story, you're bumped back to this selection menu to continue onward.
You better wake up, the party's gonna take